that side's a bit tatty. There's the belt. Got all the trim for it. The pull-out bit here for baskets. And if I just climb over, that's where the till would have sat. So I've got wires spaced, feed through for the radios. The mirror on the side, where you can see underneath the trolleys. That's the front of the counter. So I can put batteries and power supplies in the bottom. I'm just going to tidy it up, give it a clean, remove the conveyor belt. There's little buttons in the back of there for the conveyor belt. Probably some sort of control panel for the system. It works the sensor. There's like an infrared beam, isn't there, to stop the belt from moving. The lane closed belt that you pull out. And there's the basket shelf. Couple of plug sockets. Another plug socket there with a facial over there. Yeah, it does just need a bit of a clean, but all the wires can be reused. And should have a nice desk out of this. It's a fair size, it's sturdy, it's not going to wobble. Should be able to do maintenance with that. Better get sort of to work, I suppose. Right, the conveyor belt's off. On top under the gloves is the tray that pulls out underneath for the baskets. They used to pull out of there so you can put baskets on it. The hook to hang the bags off is off. The lane closed nylon seat belt thing, that's off. All the insides wiring is off. I've just trimmed off that corner there because it stuck out a little bit. Cut off that corner on an angle because it was a bit bashed. Going to clean up the tray, and I've just marked off that side to cut off that leaf sticking out so the whole thing fits flush against the wall. So that'll be the back of it. And then I'm going to hose it off, brush it down. Might take the mirror off actually because probably won't see that. And hopefully try and get the basket tray on the inside somewhere so I can still use it, maybe to pull a shelf out, to test the radio out. But if anyone wants a conveyor belt, there's one there. Not sure what else I could use it for, but we'll have to wait and see. Right, it's all cut down to size. I've removed the back bit off here, bit of the front bit, gave it a good scrub with some hot soapy water, rinsed it off with some clean water. It's now just drying out. It's all nice and white inside. And there's a control panel for the belt, a couple of plug sockets, and the chrome tray. It's going to go back in there, so if I'm working with screwdrivers I can put the screwdrivers in the tray. Aha. But I'm still tempted to put it here and then the solar stuff on top of it, then all the stuff for the car and other junk can go under. Still toying with where it's going to go, but it's more of a better size now to work with. Hasn't got the massive bit sticking out the back for the conveyor belt. There's all the metal there, casing to hold the pull-out shelf for the baskets, so I can still reuse that. That's just over there drying. And it dried in about 5 minutes, but I've just gave it another rinsing off. So in this sun, that's why I'm in the garage, because it's making me sneeze. In this sun it's dried in about 10 minutes. So I've got like 5-10 minutes now to work out where it's going to go. Right, the plastic shelves are going. Going to put them near the front of the door with all the solar stuff on top. Get the batteries on the shelf. New desk is drying. It's like a solar oven at the moment. I've got the door facing the sun, so the heat's just hitting the white inside and drying it all out nicely. Just about to start to drag it in here. I don't think the walkway's wide enough. I've got a lot of tidying up to do. All bits and pieces from the conveyor belt and all the wiring absolutely everywhere. But most of that I'm going to reuse. So the plug sockets will go on. The cable tidies, there's a lot of the plastic strips to hide the cables. They'll all get hidden away inside. It's a right old mess. Alright, there we go. Desk is in. Set of drawers up there with a lamp, just because that's the pure MDF. I was going to put the basket shelf on there as it sort of fits, but then I've got a nice surface for cutting wire and plastic. I don't have to worry about it getting scratched. I've cleaned up the coin tray where the conveyor belt dumped all the dirt. That's where I found the £25. The £20 note was in there soaking. The £5 note was just sitting here. So that was a good investment. So yeah, when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, making something or working on the radios, I can put screwdrivers in here, stop them from rolling off the desk. Any screws can go in here. Then I've got the radio side of it. Just there I've got the ICOM IC 290H, and then above it I've got the Kenwood TM G707. I'm going to have the handset CB there when I bring out the battery pack from the house. It normally sits in that quite well, and then I'll have the Baofeng on that side. Then a nice area for the microphones, logbook can go on here. I've got the iPhone. Most of the wires are for the lights and stuff go down the holes. As I said before, there's holes all over it where the till used to be. So all I've got there at the moment is just the lamps and the power supply. And the mirror that was on the side, I've just stood it up there between the battery, power supply, just hopefully bring in a bit more light. So hopefully some of the light from this lamp should reflect. As you know, I'm in the garage. We've got a light on the roof, but it's still not the brightest of rooms. But it's fantastic for a shack because I can make as much mess out here as I want. The noise of the radio doesn't disturb the family, and the family can't interfere with the radio. So call it my man cave. Plug sockets there, so we've got power coming from the house if need be. A nice sturdy workstation though. So yeah, just got to tidy up now, but that's it so far. In the bottom, no idea what I'm going to store yet. I think everything that was on the shelves. Got an old car amp, bits of computer, all the instruction books for the radios. Get the logbook on there. So it's starting to look alright so far. SWR meter can sit on there just for show when I'm not using it. There we go, starting to look like a shack now. In this bag I've just got the portable bazooka antenna. Oh, I don't want to lose that. SMA connector for the Baofeng, and then the antenna for the handheld CB. Solder iron can stay there. Actually, the solder iron can go there. I need a pen pot now. So I'm going to put the pens. Actually, pens can go in there. And the solder iron. Gonna have to be dropped in there when you're using it so it doesn't melt anything. I've got 3 or 4 purposes for that now. Right, we're getting there. And then there's these old bits of computer power supplies that can be reused for other things. Empty. Oh, and the lead to go from my solar backup power thing, generator, double-ended. So I plug that one into the socket in the garage, and that end into the inverter, and that'll bring my house live. A few Velcro strips, some jumper cables. So yeah, the all-important double-ended male plug socket lead to go from the solar backup to the ring live in case of power cut. Right, I haven't got enough room to stand back, but that's me converting a shop kiosk counter checkout thing to the new desk shack. Still got a lot of leftovers. Still got to put some cable tidies up there. There's one up there, but I did take another one down. So I've still got to sort of tuck in all the cables into all these tidies. Wire the plug sockets up live, and then chop the lead off the 4-way and probably go straight into the plug sockets and then bridge them, so I can just plug things in there instead of having an untidy 4-way. Right, that's it for today. I'm gonna go and get some lunch. Oh my hell, I'm gonna go turn the radios on. Right, still a complete mess. Got a nice collection of microphones now, so I just got to remember which one's which and not pick up the wrong one. Radios are nicely accessible, closer than arm's length. The CB Eurosonic in there, 80 channel handset, and the docking station there, or the old desktop charger for an old Kenwood, but it fits nicely. Got the barrel fan in there, all wired up, just scanning through at the moment. Power supply's on, but not actually powering anything up. It just looks nice lit up blue. And we got coffee on the go. Just had a bit of lunch. Need to tidy everything up now. And I opted for the leftover. Bit of shelf to go on there, just to finish it off. But I should have put the that opening front cabinet in there instead of that one, because that's the one with all the logbooks and paperwork in there. So there's always room for improvement. I've got a manageable working space now. And it's out the house, away from children and so on. Right, 73 for now. Thanks for watching. And there's the leftover box. It's one of the cable tidies for the back of the desk. I think that's a panic button that went under the desk. It was just under the left hand side. So you got a little panic button. That was for the conveyor belt. Emergency stop, on, start, a call button and off. One of the faces there for one of the plug sockets underneath. Some adapter. Last pack tested in 08, well 07 to last till 08. So like 5 years old. And the control box, which I think controls all the systems to control the motor for the belt. So there's the buttons, and there's the control box. So I'll be gutting that, possibly put a 12-volt battery in there and a charge control. So the good thing is we've got leftovers for further projects. But I need to untangle this cable tidy runner for the cables to lay in. Although there's still one big one at the back there and two at the side. I can't even remember where that one came from. That was it, yeah, just above the plug sockets. That's for another day. Looking alright now. Let's see how long I'll keep it tidy.